Listen, one thing about God is that He is going to test you. He is going to put all that you want to learn and grow into the woman that you are meant to be. That means you have to go through challenges. You need to be put through tests to see if you're even capable of becoming her. The woman that you are created to be, or the man that you are created to be. That means trial. That means error. That means test. That means learning. That means experiences in spiritual warfare. I think for a lot of people, they're not going to know when they're about to be tested. They're not going to know that, in 5 minutes you're about to receive a call. Depending on what you say, or depending if you even answer, is how you know whether or not you pass or fail the test. For me, I'm very new to this. I had just accepted my faith into God, but it is such a fast roller coaster. With 1 week, you're overwhelmed with emotions because your belief system is all over the place. You have no idea what's going on. You all of a sudden you went from the universe to Jesus, from crystals to the Holy Spirit. It is so overwhelming, and it's still very overwhelming to this day. But you go from just that to accepting that He's real, finding the proof that He's real within yourself, finding that proof, that feeling like He's right here, right beside me right now, to He is now about to test me. He's about to test my faith. He's about to test if I am ready to level up. But there are some out there that I have seen, witnessed, and faced myself, where we are more spiritually gifted, where we can feel God's presence a little bit more with the Holy Spirit. We're just a little bit more communicative, maybe. I feel like I can feel them, talk to them as if they're face to face with me, a solid figure right in front of me. That's how strong my faith grew that fast. And just earlier today, I swear, I was praying earlier this morning, asking God, whatever you need for me to receive today, whatever message you need me to hear, whatever you want me to learn today, tell me loud, tell me clear, put it in bold neon words with an exclamation point underlined so that I can see it. I want to know that you are talking to me, and I want to be able to communicate with you as effectively as possible so I can grow my bond closer with you. I want to say maybe like 8 hours later into like my work shift, I get a message from him, and he's telling me, you're going to be put to the test. You've already confirmed your faith within me. I can see that you believe in me confidently. Now it's time to put to the test. I see that you want to level up. I see that you want to become someone greater than what you are. You want to leave your past behind and become a new woman, the woman that I created you to be. I see that you're ready to take that leap, but are you ready to face the challenges that come with it? So he, that meant that he was going to be receiving or sending me a bunch of tests, challenges, and a lot of spiritual warfare my way. 3 hours later, 2. I already felt 2 tests within the same hour. I knew one was a test right away because it is someone from my past but my present. And it is something that I have been battling with for the longest time that can either hold me back or push me forward. It immediately spoke to me. This is your first test. It may not be your hardest, maybe it is, but however you respond will determine that answer. I knew exactly how I was supposed to answer it. I knew what I should have done, and I did it right away, no questions asked. I could feel myself battling it on the inside, like, did I do this right? Did I do the right thing? Questioning my integrity, like my intention, like, did I do this right? But I could hear him. You did exactly what you're supposed to. Your intentions are pure. That is all that matters. You are obeying what I tell you to do. You have nothing more to question. Hung it up. Just like that. I immediately felt no resistance to that. My second test was within temptation. That is something that each and every single one of us are always going to experience because we are human. We're human beings. Even Jesus experienced temptation, but because he was so pure, he knew to contain himself. We all are in control of our own bodies, but with the strength of God, nothing can stand in front of us and hold us back. Take his hand and let him guide you. Because I am not perfect, I was about to fail. I caught myself in the moment. I'm like, is this one of the tests? I didn't think it was at first. So I started to ignore it. But within like 5 seconds later, I'm like, oh no. This is another test. 100%, no doubt about it. And then I heard the voice. Yeah, this is the test. How are you going to respond? You have just within a few seconds before this gets worse. Corrected it, bada bing, bada boom. I could even feel the Holy Spirit behind me just like, yes, she did it. Check mark. And the way I like emotionally just patted myself on the back like, yeah, I passed 2 of my tests that usually would have made me question so much within myself with such ease. Insane, because I could feel that was literally just the strength of Jesus within me holding me accountable. I want nothing more but to please God and to feel that love from Jesus is just a love that you cannot unmatch. And if doing these things can make me feel those things, no question about it, would I ever reconsider his love. If you don't understand what that feels like, this is how I feel it. Some feel it in other forms, but this is how I feel it. Some people have a hard time actually talking with him, and as early as I am into my early start walk with Jesus, I have dove in pretty fast, pretty deep, and I can already talk like we're face to face. Not everybody can do that. Not even people who are religious, that have been religious their whole lives, can do that, and I'm just not learning that. But I feel like I, in some ways, have more of a spiritual gifted advantage where I can communicate with them a little bit better, and I can feel their presence, and it feels like a hug. Their words, their presence, the rush of emotion, almost like adrenaline, but instead of adrenaline from doing something you know is dangerous and probably wrong, it feels like a hug. When you feel overstimulated, when you feel like you're about to break down, it feels like a hug. And that touch from God, from Jesus, that hug that nobody else can give you, absolutely insane, untouchable. I want to be able to experience that feeling all the time. Even when I sin, I still feel it because God made us imperfect so that we could constantly prove ourselves to him and constantly learn. That is okay. We are okay. God still loves us if we sin. I hate the people that say that if you sin, you're dirty, God doesn't love you. No, he loves you no matter what. No matter what. As long as you confess and ask for forgiveness, there's no greater love than Jesus. God is always going to be there for you, no matter what. That's a promise.